So as I said, Eve Townsend couldn't be here. She got caught up in Ghana, and she was going to be presenting today on using a media-rich curriculum supplement to prepare low-income preschoolers for school success, practical lessons from new research. Eve works for the Center for Children in Technology, and this product was in collaboration with SRI International as well. Just to give a little context, the U.S. Department of Education's Ready to Learn program provided funds for producers to develop television and media program over a 5-period goal. This was a cooperative agreement between the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and Public Broadcasting Service, PBS. The grant was awarded through the department's Ready to Learn program, and it was based specifically on hoping to distribute age-appropriate educational video programming and curricula based on scientific reading research for children ages 2 to 8 years old, and also for their parents and educators. This study is part of a summative evaluation of that initiative and focuses on a core premise of that project, that media synergy can improve literacy outcomes for young children. So media synergy refers to the idea that different media can complement one another in terms of what children learn from them, and that the learning is complementary because there are important differences in the messages from different media, and the skills acquired in one medium can act synergistically to help students make meaning and apply what they've learned in another context or medium. The unique role of the summative evaluation was to synthesize and study resources from different producers and study their impacts in the field in an experimental study. So the Ready to Learn partners supported an evaluation of the materials developed, and like I mentioned, this was done through EDC, of which her group, the Center for Children in Technology, is a part, and SRI International. The primary purpose was to measure the impact of the video and media developed by these producers on their early reading skills. The initial results, preschool children who participated in the literacy program were demonstrating greater growth in early literacy skills than peers in a non-literacy program. So they were able to name letters, recognize the sounds associated with those letters, understand basic concepts about stories in print, and recognize the letters in their own name. And this is mostly referring to uppercase letter recognition. So here is the graph showing the impact on uppercase letter recognition if they were doing the literacy curriculum as compared to comparison. Pre-tests don't look too different, and then there's a big change by the post-test in blue, larger change for the literacy group. Impacts on letter sounds, similarly, much bigger jump for literacy curriculum compared to the comparison curriculum. And then impact of children's knowledge of letters in their name. Sorry, let me forward through the slides here. This one is a smaller effect, as you can see. It's just only significant at P is less than 0.05 as compared to some earlier ones which were stronger. Print concepts, again, a little bit of a smaller effect, but there is a stronger effect from the group that received the literacy curriculum. So the study media, it says media that can be media refer to tools that teachers can use, and the instructional media included in this study were some PBS videos from Super Y, Sesame Street, Between the Lions, Sid the Science Kid, Peep and the Big Wide World. I'd never heard of that one. And some PBS interactive games from the same programs, books, posters, alphabet cards, and various manipulatives like clay and crayons. So of course, as probably everybody in this room knows, one of the nice things about digital media is that there are lots of ways that you can show content with text, images, charts, tables, various other static graphics, video and animation, speech and sounds, and lots of combinations, so it's highlighting text while kids are reading. Additionally, it's interactive, so children can manipulate the screen, they can make choices about what they want to do, and the games are able to provide immediate feedback and can therefore also adjust content based on student performance. A third key important feature of media is the repetition. Children can practice skills and actions many times at a comfortable pace. The teachers can stop, pause, replay video and audio, and redundant or complementary information can be presented in different ways. So if they don't understand it one way, it can be seen in a very different way. And the media can provide then the review or the pre-teaching activities that would go along with that and add to that redundancy. Additionally, it can help with modeling. So video can provide modeling of activities for the teacher and children to observe. So I think it was today when we were hearing about from you guys about that the kids watched the other videos and that they actually did really well with that. So that's exactly the idea here, that actually watching somebody else doing the task can make a difference. Also motivation. Children often find media and technology captivating. It can provide scaffolding for pre-readers, and they can enjoy the control when they get to decide what it is that they want to do, what they want to watch, and how they want to do it. However, there are some important cautions about using media with any child. Too much information at once can prevent students from learning. Media resources should be carefully vetted and facilitated by teachers. And media don't replace good teaching. They are tools for teachers to apply. And I think I've been hearing that come up a lot, especially with regards to some of the iPad apps that are out there. There's a lot out there, and you have to go through and know what's actually useful and what is more of just sort of a toy and not really helpful. Current study for the study that she was presenting in here today, 398 children who were 4 years old at the time of the study. They went to 80 preschool classrooms in New York City and San Francisco Bay area. The focus was on emergent literacy skills, and the comparison group received a science intervention rather than a literacy intervention. They did a randomized controlled study design, and teacher and student participation took place over a 10-week period. Teachers were also provided with coaching so that they knew how to use the media, the materials, and how to integrate the two either into their science instruction or their literacy instruction, depending on which group they were in. So the teachers received 4 hours of training of this one-on-one guidance in use of the materials. And they were visited with coaching visits on site either weekly or bi-weekly. They had a teacher's guide to help them note to make sure that they were actually using it the way that they've been taught to. And there was also regular phone and email support from coaches. So it sounds like there was a lot of work that actually went into making sure that teachers were utilizing the curriculum correctly. Overall, for the kids, they received 30 hours of instruction, gameplay, and viewing. This was designed as a supplement to their existing literacy and science activities, not their full curriculum. And the materials were all provided by EDC and SRI. So just a look at what they actually were learning through the literacy curriculum. 14 letter names and sounds, various concepts of print for the book, cover, author, turning pages, direction of print, and then some comprehension, making predictions, retelling story events, and changing sentences. The components, so there are several different things, and this took me a minute when I read through this earlier to make sure I understood how this all broke down. But so you can see that there would be different things actually on different days, so that maybe on Monday, the main activity is the episode viewing followed by a hands-on follow-up, but they're not going to do the computer games until Wednesday, and they might do the computer games again on Friday, and it's just mixed up, so it's not all, they're not doing everything all at once. And each day is not too intensive since this is supplementary. So to explain what these different sections were, the warm-up would be to motivate them, introduce the new letters and review the previous ones, and discuss anything that might be unfamiliar to the children. Episode viewing, this is where there is interaction. The children are interacting with the teacher, the characters, and the screen when the teacher is told to pause it, and the children are able to actually practice the skills, and they're engaging with each other as a group. And this was supposed to be a link to a video that doesn't work. The focused viewing is when everything is sort of reinforced. The letters, sounds, and the letters and sounds of the week and from previous letters and sounds are presented again. Concepts of print are reinforced, and the children have the opportunity to practice the skills that they've been working on. The hands-on activities might be group games, group read-alouds, center activities with support from adult so that they're not just doing it by themselves. The computer games, again, are supposed to be reinforcing these same concepts in literacy, the same letter sounds that they've been working on, and the children are playing individually or in pairs on a particular kind of computer game. And then finally the review at the end, a weekly review of focal letters with the alphabet song and an alphabet chart. And what's next and what they're looking at, they're trying to figure out who might benefit most from this kind of integrated media program, and also determine what content areas are best suited for this kind of integrated media program. And with that, they're moving forward with the Ready to Learn initiative with the goal to improve math and literacy achievement among young children in high-need communities. The evaluation is ongoing, including formative and summative activities conducted by EDC, SRI, and West Ed. So all of this is still happening, so that's why there's not additional results for the study going on right now. And this is, these slides are all going to be available, so you don't have to copy down everything. We will have these posted up on our website. It may take a week or so, but they'll be up there. But these are all the digital resources that they're using if you wanted to take a look at them as well. And then her thank you to learn more about the actual work that she's doing. And if you have any questions for her, please visit her website. And I can probably, if you email me, I can provide her email address as well. I should have gotten that ahead of time. And that's all. Thank you.